Hello, I'm Tulio Miranda, and I'm here once again to help you with your proficiency in English. Alright, so many times, many students, they have a fantastic English, but they just don't know how to use it. And that's why many times it comes down to not knowing how to order the ideas, especially for speaking sections. The other video I recorded telling how to give a complete answer is exactly for that. We use a specific structure to help us practicing in putting the ideas in order, so when we come to the test day, we are not going to be the pressure is not going to divert our attention from what we're doing. The more you practice it, it's going to become second nature to you, and following these steps will come very naturally that you don't need to worry about this. Okay, so as I mentioned it before, or I explained it before, any complete answer would have 3 steps. The subject with description, a reason, 1 or 2, telling why you have chosen to speak about that specific subject, and examples as a 3rd step, which could be real or hypothetical case. So I'll bring today in this video a new IELTS question, another one, and I have not planned the answer before. I will do this as in a real test, and as I usually express myself in classes with my students, especially when they say, Tulio, I don't know what to say, how to answer this question, I don't know how to do it correctly. So how would you do it? So I'll do it here in front of the camera for you guys. So the question is, what sorts of food do you prefer eating? Well, I generally eat most of kinds of food, and I like eating most of the things, and I think that the kind of food that I most like is meat, any kind of meat, fish or cow meat, pork or even chicken meat. But talking about food in general, one thing that what I most like is mild seasoned food or mild tasting food. So it's common in Brazil that we have spicy food in places like Bahia or even in Pernambuco as well. We're going to find many kinds of this food. And for me, mild tasting suits better, okay? So let's give a reason right now. Let's try to explain why I prefer mild food, mild taste food. Okay, so I generally like things in the middle, in the between. So I don't like very loud music, but if it's too low, okay, I don't like it. And so let's say that let's talk about perfumes, okay? So perfumes as well is one of the things that I don't like much if they're too strong or if they're too weak, you know, they don't attend to the purpose we are using them. So as I think that my way of liking things is preferring to have things balanced. Not too much, not too little, and so something in the middle suits better my way of liking things. My way of preferring things. So if you bring to me some food that's much spicy, I will probably not appreciate eating that. And if the food is too bland, that is unseasoned or insipid, I will not appreciate that food as well. So one example is that my family, generally everybody in my family, I'm giving a real case example, so generally everyone in my family, most of people in my family like spicy food, especially with pepper, and I'm one of them that really doesn't like. And for example, sometimes I have to cook rice that was for some hours in the refrigerator, so I put some water in the rice and heat it up. So when I do it, the water goes away, evaporates, and it takes the salt with that, and the rice that was actually well seasoned now loses its season, loses its taste, and it becomes too bland. So I also don't like to eat the rice that is like this. So I think that explains everything. Okay, as you can see, we can follow the steps. Staggering sometimes is not that good, okay, but as you are giving your answer at that moment, specifically to forming your ideas, that's gonna help you. But how could I say that try to form your ideas in your head before you speak them. If the sentences are too long, you have to make some breaks naturally. And the idea is that we keep practicing this many times, okay? I suggest you take some IELTS question and try to do what I've just done in this video or in the video before. And it's okay if you don't give the same answer for the same question. So I could record a new answer for the same questions, talking about the different ways foods are prepared and the ones that I most like. So I prefer boiled food or stewed food, baked or toasted food, and I will not be talking about the spices that we use or how heavily seasoned food could be. By doing that, by giving different answers to the same question that are actually relating to our preferences, we are going to be using a different vocabulary. This is one example. I hope to bring better and interesting examples in the next videos as well. So if you like this video, please like it. I thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to comment or mention your friends and share it as well. So don't forget as well to keep challenging yourself, and I see you next.